Uh, Hi, my name is Lauren and I am asexual. I'm not quite so sure about my romantic orientation quite yet, so for now I just choose not to label it. So I'm just gonna talk about how I discovered my sexuality and how I came out, how I learned to accept myself. Just kind of that whole fun journey that I went on. So I actually first heard the term when I was about 15 years old, but at that point I still didn't really think too much about it. Dating and relationships were not my thing at all. I was very focused on just my schoolwork, and I was and the idea that just we were too young to be dating anyways, so it just never crossed my mind. Not at all on my list of priorities. So there were a billion times I probably should have stopped and thought, maybe I'm not allosexual. But again, I didn't even know that phrase existed, which, if for those who don't know, that just means it's those who do feel sexual attraction. So not that I even knew what that meant at the time, but there were so many instances where sexual attraction was not on my radar at all. And friends would talk about how, like, some actor they saw was hot. I still don't quite understand what hot means. And I just assumed it meant really good looking. As far as I know, that's all I'm ever gonna understand that word means. So I finally realized I might be a little different when I was about 16, so a year later. I still considered myself and others too young to want sex or even just a romantic relationship. And then it dawned on me that this is the exact age movies and books are portraying us as wanting all of that stuff. And I did not want that. And we weren't exactly taught about what asexuality was in health class or anything, but now I really wish we were. So I spent the next year or so trying to figure myself out after that. And I came out last October to my parents and kind of my entire high school class. It was ACE week. I decided I was going to make a presentation about it. And I did. I got up in front of my homeroom. They called it mentor group, but it was homeroom. And even in one of my classes, because that teacher was just super cool, and he was like, hey, you want to talk about it? So, because I was wearing the pride flag as a cape the entire day as well. But I was really lucky to go to a very accepting high school. It was also quite small, so everyone knew each other. It's just a very small and accepting community. So I met one person from the grade below me who was also asexual, and they told me they really appreciated that I did this presentation to spread awareness, and it made me feel really good too. My parents are not 100% accepting or supportive. I really think that they would have reacted a lot better if I just told them I was gay, because they would have understood better. The media has covered homosexuality. People know what it is. They probably still think this is a phase. They even asked if maybe my anxiety medication might be causing it. It could have been worse. So I still feel very lucky. And so I turned to the internet to find people who shared this orientation. I made an Instagram account solely for posting asexual memes and musings, with a few other people administering it. It's called Space Ace Pride. If anyone's interested, I'll put it here, I guess. And it's so nice to have found a supportive community. And now I'm in college. I'm not going to say where, but I found an LGBT plus group and they are some of the kindest people I've ever met, and I hope to spread more awareness about asexuality because no one deserves to feel broken or wrong. And the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about was squishes, because I don't know if many people know what that is. It's like a crush, but it's platonic love instead of romantic, and I think that's all I've been getting. I thought I had crushes before, but now I'm thinking maybe those were not like romantic at all. Because it's like I don't know. It's hard. And I don't know, it's just a feeling. So I love people's thoughts on that. And that's all I've got. Thank you for listening.